When I grew up as a little girl, I was in a country area, rural area, and we made our living by having a farm. I told myself that I did not like being out in the sun and working from sunrise to sunset and all that. So I made good grades in all of my subjects. So it's time to go to college. Well, since you're doing well in all subjects, you can major in math, and we know that you'll be successful. So when I went to college, I majored in math. Graduated after 4 years. I had applied for jobs in the government. I got hired in Darwin in 1956. I came by myself. My husband wasn't with me or anything. I was by myself. I would at least put it this way, I didn't know him at that time. At the same time that we were coming to work here, they were also bringing in a large computer. And they hired these mathematicians to learn to work this computer. We hadn't had any computer teaching or knowledge, so we had to master this job that they want us to do. So we had to learn how to program and code for this big computer. My part in the global positioning system would be working more with the orbit over the water. A lot goes into the scientific computation to generate an orbit, which is a database used in GPS. So the different people who did civilian applications learned to use the database that we generated, and that was the foundation that GPS was built on. When you grew up as a little black girl, our school was separated from the white schools. And we had separate buses. And many times we would get the old hand-me-down things from the white school, books that weren't new like their books were. But all of that helped to make us, I think, work harder because, you know, you were behind the 8 ball to start with, you know, so you had to work harder. But I always was motivated by doing something new and completing something, having a goal. Because usually I had a mind of my own. I tend to think for myself, a little impatient with others who don't think the way I do. Happy birthday, Navy! 243 years.
Yes. And we are back here on WLTH 1370 AM. It is 7:49 in the PM here on January the 23rd, 2026. Good God. That means I only got a few minutes before I got to get out of here. But as you heard in that intro, that was the voice of Dr. Gladys West, one of the most important figures in modern American life, whether you know her or not. She just passed away at the age of 95 years old. So who was Dr. Gladys West? Dr. Gladys West was a pioneering mathematician whose groundbreaking work laid the foundation for the global positioning system, or GPS. If you have a GPS in your car, you can thank Dr. West for that. Her death marks the passing of one of the most important yet historically under-recognized scientific figures in the modern era. This woman was born in 1930 in Dinwiddie County, Virginia, during segregation. She grew up in a segregated South where opportunities were limited and expectations were very narrow. Through exceptional academic ability and determination, she earned a scholarship to Virginia State College, which is now essentially Virginia State University. And she majored in mathematics. So imagine that in the 1940s and 1950s, this black woman was majoring in mathematics in the South, in the Jim Crow South. She actually earned her scholarship, a scholarship. She would later earn a master's degree in mathematics, becoming one of the very few black women of her era to enter such an advanced scientific research field. In 1956, Dr. West began a 42-year career at the U.S. Naval Proving Ground in Dahlgren, Virginia, now the Naval Surface Warfare Center, and there she would become a leading expert in science satellite geodesy, the precise mathematical modeling of the Earth's shape. Using early computers and complex algorithms, she helped develop increasingly accurate geoid models of the planet, solving one of the central challenges required for satellite-based navigation. Her work laid the mathematical foundation that made GPS possible. By refining calculations that accounted for the Earth's irregular shape, gravitational variations, and satellite orbits, Dr. West helped transform GPS from a theoretical concept into a reliable global system. Though the technology would be later commercialized and popularized by other people, not black people, I can tell you that, its accuracy depended on the precision of the models that she created. For much of her career, Dr. West's contributions remained largely unrecognized outside of the military and scientific circles. Only decades later, as GPS became indispensable to modern life, powering smartphones, aviation, shipping, agriculture, emergency response, and global commerce, did wider recognition finally emerge. In 2018, she was inducted into the Air Force, Space, and Missile Pioneers Hall of Fame, a long overdue acknowledgement of her pivotal role. Beyond her technical achievements, Dr. West's legacy is one of quiet perseverance. As a black woman working in a highly technical, male-dominated, and segregated environment, she excelled through discipline, through humility, and an unwavering commitment to precision. She has since become an inspiration to generations of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians who see in her story both the cost of invisibility and the power of excellence. Dr. Gladys West's impact is not measured in monuments, but in moments. Every map checked, every route calculated, every life guided safely home. Her work reshaped how humanity understands and navigates the world, ensuring her place among the most important scientific figures of the 20th century. Dr. Gladys West was 95 years old. Rest in peace to her. And hopefully, young people who come from cities just like ours in Gary, Indiana, will see what Dr. Gladys West achieved and understand that they themselves can really do anything they want to do if they put their minds to it and work hard enough for it. And so I want to thank personally Dr. West for being an inspiration to me and anybody else who has seen the struggle that so many of our ancestors went through during civil rights, during segregation, and somehow found the strength to make it out. Maybe they weren't unscathed, but they made it out so that people in my generation and the generation after mine can be here and survive and in some cases thrive. So rest in peace to Dr. Gladys West. Oh Lord, it is 7:55 and you hear the music, so you know what time it is. It's time to get biz.